This is West Hills Wednesdays, Marshall County's #1 source for student news.
Welcome back to West Hills Wednesdays. I'm KB.
And I'm Taylor, and also welcome back to another year of school.
Speaking of welcoming, WTN spoke with West Hills Principal Rachel Perryman about this coming year.
Let's see what she had to say.
Hi guys, welcome to West Hills. I know this is a little bit of a different year as we deal with some of the issues that we're all facing right now, but I think it's gotten off to a really great start. I'm Miss Perryman, the principal here at West Hills, by the way. For those of you who don't know me, I know the 4th grade didn't get to visit like you usually do. So I've been seeing some of you in the hall, and you've, I think, been wondering who I am. So I'm just really glad you're here. I think we've gotten off to a really great start, and I just want to encourage you to keep up the great work.
Brisa's back with another year of talking in the halls.
She caught up with some students this week to see what they are liking about the school year so far.
Hi, I'm Brisa. Let's find out what everybody's favorite thing about school is. Hi, what's your name?
Kimberly Sobrero.
What has been your favorite thing about school?
Having my first math teacher.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Eli.
What has been your favorite thing about school so far?
It's probably the playground or probably the specials.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Charlie.
What has been your favorite thing about school so far?
Specials.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
KB.
What has been your favorite thing about school so far?
That I got to see all my friends and we don't have to be stuck at home.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Cutler.
What has been your favorite thing about school so far?
Getting to know my teachers and playing with my friends.
Thank you. This has been Talking in the Halls. See you next time.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for some cooler weather.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think it's going to be cooling down. But we have a great weather segment with some of our great guests today.
West Hills weather is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hi, my name's Uriah, and this is West Hills weather.
Hi West Hills, I'm Christina Shalhoop here with News 2. I hear you guys want to talk about Hurricane Laura, so let's get into it. The first thing you need to know is that a hurricane like Laura, it's a type of tropical cyclone, and basically what that is, it's a storm that forms in the tropic or subtropical waters. It's warm, it's low pressure, and you can see the organization of the storm. You can see the circulation of the storm. It's a counterclockwise circulation. So the 3 types of tropical cyclones are a tropical depression. The wind speeds are 38 miles an hour or less, a tropical storm 39 to 73 miles an hour, and then a hurricane. That's the big one. It's 74 or more miles an hour with that storm, and that's what we're looking at with Laura right now. Now, Laura is a Category 1 hurricane, but by the time it hits land, it's going to become a Category 3. That's considered a major hurricane, so it's really, really strong, and the wind speeds are pretty impressive, and maybe not in a good way. So for a Category 3 hurricane, you're looking at wind speeds of 111 to 129 miles an hour. That is fast, my friends, and it can do a lot of damage, unfortunately. So the Gulf Coast, they have to be very much on the lookout over these next couple of days. But for those of you in Marshall County, like you guys, guess what? We also kind of have to look out over the next few days, because while we don't get that 111 mile an hour wind speed, we do get a lot of rain. So you can see the storm, it moves in from the Gulf, then it starts to move towards Tennessee Tennessee and Kentucky right here. It takes a pretty big right turn. By the time we get to Friday, Saturday, and even the early hours of Sunday, I'm talking like right around midnight, we could get a little bit wet here. So you can see this is 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. This is just one example of what we could see here. The storm starts to move over the states, and then here we go. All of a sudden, we start to get a little bit wet. Here's that zoomed in view so you can see a little bit easier. So again, my friends, right down here in Marshall County, you can see all that green. That's all the rain that we could see from the storm here. So as you get to Friday, Saturday, and again, those very early hours of Sunday, you're going to want to have the umbrella with you. Keep that in mind and stay safe, guys.
Hey everybody, I'm David with Nashville Severe Weather. This is our Twitter page, and our website is nashvillesevereweather.com. If you want a little bit more information about who we are and what we do, I wanted to talk to you about Laura. Today is Thursday, and Laura's impacts into Tennessee will be seen here on Friday. Here's where Laura is now as a Category 2 hurricane. It is moving north into Louisiana, and soon it will be here in Arkansas. Here's a radar image of it. Again, this is from this morning. As you can see, the eye wall is starting to fall apart, which is indicating that the storm is weakening a little bit, and that will continue through the day and tonight and tomorrow and into Friday night. This is the official expected track of the hurricane. It should be into Little Rock, Arkansas around 1 a.m. Friday morning, and then by 1 p.m. Friday, just after lunch, it'll be in the Missouri Boot Heel, and from there it will move into Kentucky. This indicates the potential track that the center of the depression would take. Remember, a tropical depression has winds under 39 miles an hour, so it'll be very unlike what Hurricane Laura was when it made landfall last night as a Category 4 storm with winds up to 150 miles an hour. So we're not really worried too much that we're going to get anything like what they're getting in Louisiana, so don't worry about that. If the storm moves a little bit closer towards us, we might see a few heavier impacts, but if it moves further north, we'll see less impacts. I want to talk a little bit about that. The impacts should be a 30 to 35 mile an hour wind gusts would be possible Friday afternoon, and then the rain and storms will increase, and I'll illustrate that here for you in a second. But a few of the storms could be severe with the risk of a couple tornadoes, and I know people really hate tornadoes. We had a really bad tornado here early March. And I wanted to kind of quantify that risk for you that the Storm Prediction Center does. They issue outlooks and they estimate what they think the threats and the risks are. And for us, the risk is a 5% chance of a tornado happening within 25 miles of you. So that doesn't mean there's a 5% chance it will happen to you. It means it's a 5% chance it will happen within 25 miles of you. So it could happen within 25 miles of you. And if it does, it's still pretty unlikely to happen to you. Another way to look at it is to say there's a 95% chance a tornado won't come anywhere near you tomorrow. So I just wanted you to understand that when we talk about tornadoes and you hear people on the weather talk about how they might be coming, it's usually a very low probability that it will occur, but it still requires your attention because tornadoes are serious and could be a real problem. Sorry, somebody's trying to call me, but y'all are too important. Here is the HRRR model, and if you follow us all on Twitter, you'll see that we like to use this a lot. And it tries to estimate what the radar will look like and when the storms will be here for Friday. And according to this model, it looks like the first wave of storms that will be on the southeast side of the remnants of Hurricane Laura, at this time it will be a tropical depression, will come here just after lunch tomorrow, and then they'll go away, and then more will probably come in later in the day. So we should have rounds of rain and storms. Lightning probably isn't likely. We're not really especially concerned about flooding, but we could see some pretty strong winds. We'd rather not have those, but at least they'll be under 39 miles an hour. There certainly won't be hurricane or tropical storm force. And there's a very small chance that we could see a tornado. So what you need to do is just pay attention to the weather on Friday. Turn on local TV. You can follow us on Twitter or follow any kind of reliable weather source. Probably not a good idea to look at your phone app, your Droid app, your iPhone app, unless you've got a really, really good one. But just listen to somebody who can communicate what the risks are tomorrow, and just be on the lookout for them. As you know, if you do get inside a tornado warning, the best thing to do is put on some shoes, put on a helmet, and just go into the lowest level of your home and in the room that's closest to the center of your house. So that's all I've got. I hope you're having a good day, and if you have any questions, again, you can hit us up on Twitter. We'll be happy to answer them, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Wednesdays, sponsored by Berry Global.
Well, that's the end of our show. I'm KB.
And I'm Taylor, and we'll see you next week.
Welcome back to West Hills Wednesdays. I'm KB.
And I'm Taylor. Also, welcome back to another year of school. Too slow. It was too. Teresa is back with another year of talking in the halls.
She caught up with some of our students this week. Oh,
Teresa is back with another year of talking in the halls.
she caught up with some of the students this week to see what she. Oh, no.